What is up, guys? It's DoubleWinning, and today we've got some Darius top gameplay. This gameplay is kind of a stomp, so I'm actually going to be using this as a chance to kind of talk about some changes I'm going to be having in my stream. If you guys have been checking out my stream at twitch.tv/DoubleWinning, I really appreciate that. And so the changes that we're going to be talking about today is donations and fan games. So first and foremost, donations are to support the stream. Never forget that. I never forget, like, that's a little tidbit there. And the only reason I have to say this is because the small 1% of you guys that donates, that believes, it makes them kind of like an investor or something like that in my stream, and so that they kind of own part of me. That's not true at all. You know, you're doing it purely to support me because you, for whatever reason, 99% of you guys are fantastic and, like, incredibly generous, so thank you guys so much. Obviously, to the 99% of you guys, this has nothing to do with you guys, so don't worry about that. It's just, I want to get that out of the way there. So, secondly, I do really want to have some way to say thanks in any way I can in an attempt to, in an attempt to create an unbiased way of being able to thank you guys, I've created a way to reward donators that is pretty much in line with what I was doing before, but now I have it in writing. And obviously, you guys, this is all subject to change as the stream grows and as things change. So, any donation over $1.50 will be read and acknowledged on stream. This is because PayPal fees make this to be about $1 donation. It won't play the donation sound, and this is to avoid future spam, which can be really annoying to viewers, which kind of defeats the fun aspect of the donation sound. And if you don't get what I mean by this, if you've ever been to a popular stream, where their donation minimum is only like $1, they can get like $10 donations back to back to back, and so the donation sound can get really, really, really annoying and can really turn off viewers. And so I'm just kind of in an attempt to preemptively strike that. I'm setting it so that the minimum for the donation sound is $5, because if you guys want to donate 10 times in a row with $5, then I think you guys can deal with a little bit of annoyingness for me to get $50, which I know that sounds incredibly selfish, but it is what it is. So and even that, it's subject to change if for some reason you guys really just want to spam me. I don't know, but either way. So anything over the $5 will play the donation sound and be read on stream and acknowledged. Obviously, like, any donations, that aren't like 50 cents are going to be read and acknowledged, just because, I really do appreciate all the support you guys are giving. As well as if you do leave a donation that's over $5, be sure to request a champion you'd like to see. If it's in my champion repertoire, then I'll be sure to play them in ranked. And if I'm familiar with them, if you're like, hey, I really want to see some Darius top or some Wukong top or some Fizz mid or, some Kha'Zix mid or top or, something like that, then I'll be sure to try and work them in, or like Pantheon or something like that. Then I'll be sure to try and work them in on ranked. Otherwise, I can try and slip that champion into a fan game, because I know, like, not too long ago, I had someone request Rumble. Unfortunately, my Rumble skills are not good enough to bring into ranked, so I played Rumble on the immediate fan game following that. So you guys can always do that, as well as if you have a song you'd like to request that's appropriate, then I can go ahead and play that as well for you. Just be sure to include that in your donation message, or after you donate, you can put it in chat. And I'll be sure to play that song for you as a way to say thank you. So also anything over $10, and this is kind of a new thing that I'm doing. And it's not 100% new, but it's like something that didn't really have a rule before. But I'm setting a rule for it now. So anything over $10, and you can request to play a fan game following whatever game I'm currently playing. So if I'm in a game of League, I'll do it after that. If I'm in a round of Hearthstone, I'll do it after that. If I'm playing a game that doesn't really have a stopping point, then I'll try and find a decent stopping point, and then we can play the fan game following that. This is one of the rules that's most likely to change following any growth in the channel, just because if we have 300 people, it's much more likely that people could just donate $10 every half an hour, so it's like back to back fan games, and then that kind of defeats the whole purpose of me setting the limit to the limit. And so any larger donations than, like, any like large donations, like $20+, which, please guys, don't go broke trying to support me. I really appreciate all the support, but it is kind of hard to accept those big donations, because if I don't know your situation, that could be like the last, if you donated like $35, that could be the last $35 you have. And so, please don't go try and go broke supporting me. But if you really feel that you really want to, be sure to, we can discuss personally, a way I can thank you. And, please appropriate a Reno, no wink a Reno. I'm not going to do anything that's going to get me in trouble, but, of course, I do want to go out of my way to try and thank you in any way that I can that is, appropriate, et cetera, et cetera. You guys know what I mean. So, also, all new donators will have first dibs to be invited to fan games, which has been the rule since the very beginning. Like I said, most of these things were already things that I was doing on the stream. I just never had really made them a solid rule, so I wanted to make sure that I was avoiding any bias by just making sure that they're all written out and put out there. So any new donators will have first dibs to be invited to fan games, and then moving on to about fan games. Fan games are for you guys. However, they don't really help me improve, and by association, help you guys improve, because my stream has always been kind of an entertaining, and my stream and YouTube have always been an educational and entertaining stream. So they're more for fun and to relieve stress. And so the majority of the time I will be doing fan games at the end of a stream, with the exception of the donator rule that I had before. And so invites will obviously go out to the new donators, like I said. This is like the hierarchy for invites. So new donators, then viewers that are in my stream. You know how I collect the names, then I send out the invites. And then if we still haven't filled up whatever lobby we're doing, then I'll be inviting the people that are on my donator friends list, which if you guys see from the kind of hierarchy that I was talking about before, no longer am I adding people to my friends list for donating. I feel like I wanted to kind of keep that list exclusive, so only those, I think it was like 7 or 8 people that got onto that list for donating are going to be on that list, at least for a while. This I might open them back up later, but I want to kind of keep that list pretty exclusive. So you guys obviously are sticking there, and you feel kind of happy. It's more of an exclusive list now. So it'll be new donators, then people in the stream, and then if we still can't fill a lobby, whether it's if it's like the end of a stream and it's been going on for a while, sometimes there aren't as many viewers, so I'll invite the people that are on my donators friends list, or if it's like the very beginning of a stream, if I'm doing like a fan stream, then I'll invite those people sometimes, because there aren't a lot of people at the very beginning of a stream. So so it'll be at the end of a stream with the exception of the donator rule. So this is this is kind of how the hierarchy already was for invites, but it's now in writing. If I'm repeating myself, it's just because I have a script that I'm reading from, but I never read from scripts, so sometimes I get a little messed up here. So if I do multiple fan games, then of course I'll try my best to get new people in the game. However, if everyone has played once, I'll just go through the hierarchy for invites again. And then a lot of people have been asking, why don't I do fan games all the time? If this stream is meant to be entertaining for you guys, like, why am I not just doing fan games all the time? Which I know that's how you guys would probably have it. But you guys got to realize that two things. One, fan games don't help me get better at the game, and instead they kind of just make me rusty to the ranked environment. You guys can see this when I was playing in March and streaming in March. It was primarily, I was doing about 50-50 fan games, ranked games. Sure, maybe I'm a little bit off there, but I was struggling to even stay in gold 4. Like, I was actually dropping down to gold 5 and trying to push my way back up to gold 4. Because I was always rusty whenever I hopped back into ranked, because I was always doing fan games or things like that. So in April, I've been doing majority ranked games. I've been grinding a lot more ranked games, and I've been instead closing out my streams with fan games. And I've literally skyrocketed up in ranking. I'm at the very top of Gold 2 right now, and I'm on my way to Plat for April, which, as you guys know, is my goal. I want to try and get to Platinum by the end of April, because my long-term goal is to get Diamond by the end of the season. So I really appreciate you guys understanding that. I'm trying to raise my ranking, which is good for you guys, because the more I learn how to gain ranking, the more I can teach it and pass it on to you guys, and the more experience I get, and I become a more entertaining streamer because I get better at the game. So, also in a more business sense, I guess, fan games do lose viewers when you're a smaller stream. The reason for this is because if you're putting all of your active chatters and active viewers into the game with you, that means they're not chatting and they're not viewing the stream. Most of you guys are good enough that you pause the stream instead of leaving the stream, so we keep the viewer. But if you don't have active chatters and active viewers in the stream, then when you get new viewers, then they don't have people to interact with, and they don't create a bond with the streamer and the stream community itself, so they don't end up following and they don't end up coming back. If I'm playing ranked, though, everybody is chatting, and everybody's having a good time, and everybody is welcoming new followers and things like that, so it kind of creates that community atmosphere. So it's really cool, when we get those new followers and you guys instantly are so welcoming to them, that we don't quite get that as much when we're doing viewer games, though, because most of our active chatters and active viewers are in the game with me. So of course this will change if we get a larger audience. There'll be plenty of people waiting, but it kind of becomes where when I'm starting to do fan games, it's less, people are not even paying attention to the stream anymore. They're just waiting for their turn to play, which is kind of poisonous to the stream. So I hope you guys understand. If you have any questions, I'll have basically what was my script in the description below, so you guys can read through that. As always, guys, I really appreciate all the support you guys have given me. If you're seeing this video, go to twitch.tv/DoubleWinning because I will be streaming, and I really appreciate all the support. And if you like the video, be sure to like and follow me on twitter.com/DoubleWinning, twitch.tv/DoubleWinning, facebook.com/DoubleWinning, all that social media stuff. And I really hope to see you guys at my stream. And as always, guys, stay classy and keep winning.